The best time to catch up is now. Catch up sessions.
Hello, my name is Mark Laguna. This is Catch Up Sessions. It's 2024, and I was thinking I'd do it differently this time around and make this a lot more free flowing. Yes, so free flowing that you hear that motorbike running past us or biking past us. I just installed this phone stand inside my car, and it makes it so easy, one, to be distracted, but that's not what we're going for. No, it makes it easy to press a couple of buttons when we are on the road, ideally stopped, and then just keep on talking, because the best way to process things is to talk it out. And since we do have this avenue that is this podcast, I am deciding literally just now to just put it out there. Random music's time and free flow style. For this particular episode, I do want to talk about the New Year's, which is really different, I would say, versus how I am approaching, or how I approach the many other New Year's in the past. It's been proven in a study, this one you have to Google, that every new beginning has this psychological effect on you. Meaning to say, it drives you to have a fresh start, new perspective. You're just raring to go, and that explains all the New Year's resolutions that will fill up your gym and get all of your salad stops. Basically, have long lines on end. I would like to use the same kind of psychological effect on me to not exactly come up with resolutions, but give myself a fresh start in how I approach my everyday. So I don't know, this will be challenging to explain. I hope I do justice. And I'm also still just figuring it out. So it's not going to be fully structured in a way that has 2-3 steps or what have you. But basically, the main difference this time around is instead of coming up with a list of goals and then the corresponding checklists of things to do to accomplish those goals, I instead have decided to come up with, let me just call them life choices or decisions. So in my last episode of the Weekend Project, one of the things that I said I would do this year is to start unlearning bad habits. And I have a lot. You'd be surprised. And because we're free-flowing, I'll probably just drop the bomb on a lot of them. So with that, I decided to just put a bit of framework, if you want to call it that, to my day. Starting with just making sure I have enough sleep, because people discount the fact that what happens in the evening in bed actually has a lot of impact on your everyday, whether that's going to work or in your socializing or in just your thinking capacity. So that's actually where I'm starting. How to get at least 8 hours of sleep. And for me, that means I have to be in bed by 9:30 so I can wake up at 5:30. It's only been a week. I was successful only once. But again, the whole point is just to get into flow, but still have that framework in my day. That means as I wake up and prepare for work, I try my best to squeeze in something about life first. And that could mean putting clothes in the laundry, really making time to prepare, not breakfast, but coffee, drink vitamins. I almost always start my day anyway, while in bed, just praying and thanking the Lord that it's a new day, and more so if I had a really good sleep. It's just a lot to be thankful for. I then get to work, and this time unhurried, because I don't really know why people rush. It's just additional anxiety. That's at least what happens to me. And then after work, so you have your work cutoffs. 4 p.m. is a time for me since I work in a manufacturing plant. I have a couple of things in my time block that just allows me to be, I guess, agile, just in case there are invites, one, or unpredictabilities, which tends to happen in your day. So I basically have decided that 4 to 5 is travel time. It's always plus minus. 5 to 6 is just additional downtime for all of your mindless scrolling or whatever else I decide to do. 6 to 7 has to be a time block for working out, physical activity. It could be part class, walk, weights, which I have at home. Then you have an hour, 7 to 8, which is for dinner. 8 to 9, I am dedicating for hobbies, basically, or anything that I find enjoyment in. Whether that today is practicing for my DJ spinning recital, which is a whole different story altogether. And then 8 to 9 is chores, which could be preparing for the following day, tidying up my place, and what have you. Then 9, I should be preparing for bed, which is a really good nighttime routine of skincare, maybe some reading if I can squeeze that in. That one I haven't fully decided on what to do, but also it doesn't have to be all figured out like that. But once you have that framework, that I like to call it, or just that mental note in your head that these are the things that should be done without being too rigid about it. It's not written anywhere. I don't have a proper checklist. I just get to the next thing to do and just do it. So what happened in my first week, there was a time when I finished my quote-unquote free time in 30 minutes. I didn't want more downtime, so I went ahead and just went to working out, which was just a lot of walking just to ease my way in, and then some running too. I then transitioned directly into eating outside, which again is a choice for me, and that's not a full-time block like how I mentioned earlier, but it's more getting things done as soon as you're done with the last bit of task in your mental list. So the way that this helps me now is there is less anxiety in trying to complete something off of the to-do list. Now I know there's a charm and help for some people in actually putting together a list of to-dos, and there is a certain level of addiction to ticking them off. But that's a whole different organization kind of mindset. So I'm trying this how to be free flowing within certain parameters which feels good actually, because again, I'm not feeling like I'm hurried to do something or that there's a long list of things to accomplish for the day, because what's good about it is if I do get to do them and I have more time, then I get to do more. If I don't feel bad not having to, be consistent at something. And I know how this can sound like anti of your other productivity hacks out there, but this is really not about productivity, but just embracing life on the daily. Again, I haven't fully figured it out. Hopefully, by talking more about it, which is also my way of processing, I can turn it into something that I can share with you a bit more with structure. That hopefully you too can reapply if that works. Also, at any given point in time, if this does not work for me, so far it has been, I can also pivot away from it. So again, it's the new year. It's time to try something new. I hope you find that also in your space, whether that's work or life or career, and hobbies and passions and everything else in between. Again, because I'm in my flow state, I thought about putting this up, recording it, and then publishing it out there. It's just a lot more, I would say, natural, free-flowing, non-burdened. So we shall see. I mean, we both shall see if there's more of this. If this is in fact something that will turn a new page in this coming year. That's it for now. So this is our form of catch-up now. My catch-up with myself and you. I am on Instagram at Catch-Up Sessions. If you wanna interact, that would be a good way to do it. Of course, if you're my friend, it's at Mark Laguna. More stuff to tinker and talk about. While on the road, I will try my very best to be safe. My eyes are like glued to what's happening outside. It's just that I am talking. So if this is also not something that's super duper safe, I'll have to find another way to engage in this manner. But for now, I bid you adieu, and I'll catch you again there soon.